Welcome, Cancer, to your May 3rd weekly tarot reading. I'm running a couple hours behind, but not too bad. This should be before, this should go on time. Okay, so for your reading, we're going to take a look at the overall energy for that week with a major arcana, how the energy flows, and then at the end, a piece of advice as well. So here is the judgment, and this is like how the week's going to feel. You're going to feel good this week because if the overall energy is the judgment card, you're going to really feel like, you're kind of sparked up, feeling good. Feels to me too like there could be, I mean, it could be literally something making you feel renewed, or it could just be your general affect, it just could be. So let's see what's going on. Now I have got my deck. I did print these slightly bigger, so they're a little bit, they need to get, I literally, this is like my second reading. So with these cards, so they need to be broken in. This is my deck. This is called, well, it will be called the Alignment Tarot by Veronica's Dreams. So there we have it. I did do another printed deck, excuse me, and I made some changes to the cards. So actually some of the cards are different. I will be using my other deck to clarify, so you may see some differences. But let's get started here. So we're going to pull 3 cards on how the week will flow. Maybe, well, we've got the Queen of Wands there. It wanted to come out. Oops, that's the wrong way. Okay, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess. What will be unexpected this week for you? Ooh, Page of Clarity and Challenge, Six of Pentacles. Or you might have a challenge with sharing some things back and forth. Let's see, what's the most important thing for you to know this week? Ooh, Knight of Wands. That could be moving for one. That also that card, Knight of Wands, is my travel move, but it also could be energy of knowing that you can do this. You have the energy to do it. You can get going. You can move forward. We have Queen of Wands to the Knight of Pentacles, High Priestess at the end here. The High Priestess being at the end of the week is kind of a reminder that maybe you're not supposed to know what happens towards the end of the week. So there may be something that you aren't supposed to know. When I get the High Priestess, that's how I read it when it comes at the end. It's like either you're not supposed to know the next thing, or you already know it, or you already have an idea. So sometimes I read it like that, but we'll see. It could be different. We have the Queen of Wands. So I do feel like this could be someone. If it is someone, it's a fire sign. Or it could be you kind of taking on that fire sign persona in the beginning of the week, feeling really good, feeling really positive. Um, the Queen of Wands actually likes to be in front of people. So you might be finding yourself a little bit more, I don't know, out of the box a little bit, like, not minding being on camera or in front of people or in a group, kind of standing out. So you may be really standing out at the beginning of the week. We'll clarify that. Middle of the week, Knight of Pentacles. There is something that is definitely happening here in the middle of the week, and it is going to take some patience, because this is a good sign though. If you've got something going in motion, there are some things that you might not, that just might take time, and you got to be patient. So I think patience is calling for you. And then we have the High Priestess, and that's really our intuition, our gut, our knowing. And let's clarify. So there might be something, I want to get to that because it could be stop here. It's my stop card, literally. Like, when you I do this sometimes. I'll start pulling cards because I want to, ask a different question or keep kind of probing a little bit. It's my stop card. It looks like if I pull that, it's like, okay, stop, stop, stop. Okay, so Queen of Wands, Ace of Pentacles with 10 of Cups. This is lovely. So this is a new opportunity for you. It also is a good relationship. So there is something happening here that you might be embracing a really new beginning with someone that's really important to you. It could be a lover, romantic partner, it could be family member. But I think like with this Ace of Pentacles, it's like there's something that comes in and it's really good. I mean, this new beginning is going to be really good. So embrace that because that's awesome energy. So let's clarify this Knight of Pentacles. What's this patience about? It could be about that Ace of Pentacles. It may be a spark, but you may need to have to be patient on it. So there is a new opportunity. I like that. You've got the Wheel with the Five of Clarity. Okay, so, um, well, that's okay. So the Wheel is that forward movement, time's moving forward, but the Five is, do I fight or do I not fight? And I think that you might be looking at something and saying, okay, I don't know. I don't want to fight this, but time is running out. So that's why that patience might be a little bit hard, because this has to happen the way it has to happen. And you can't it's not something to be forced right yet. So no matter how hard you work or the energy you put in may not make a lick of difference. It may not make any difference at all. So just know that this week. So what do we have on the High Priestess here? What's going on here? Eight of Cups with the Page of Pentacles. Okay, you're getting a lot of pentacles here, so that's good. Um, there may be something that you learn that you have to walk away from. So there may at the end of the week be I got to walk away from this. Because but it will have something to do with what you learn. And I think here you may know that this might happen, or you're not supposed to know exactly what this is about. But there is something that you learn something with this Page of Pentacles, and then you realize you need to walk away. So that energy is going to be there for you. Let's look at this page. So we have the Page of Clarity coming in at your unexpected. Now um the page is about my daughter just messaged me. Did you make it home okay? um Worry work. Let's see. This is it's like to me the page is about I mean sometimes he's standing guard, like you usually see him like feeling like he's standing guard, but also they work really hard and I feel like there might be some kind of epiphany too. So let's see what this is. I feel like it could be an epiphany. I see that a lot. I compare the Page of Swords with in this case clarity to um the I'm sorry, to the Ace. I don't know where my mind was going just then. Nine of Pentacles with Seven of Wands. Yeah, there's something here about you'll realize what you need to do. So something will happen here, and it has to do with you standing up for yourself and you standing up for being independent here. So I'm not sure exactly what that is because this is a collective reading, but there is going to be something where you just are really understand what you need to stand up for, so that you don't miss out. Your challenge is Six of Pentacles. Now, this is curious. This could be if you're working with a group of people or working around people or even just one person, there may be an issue of equal give and take. So this is your challenge. So you may have to be dealing with that. That's Seven of Pentacles. You're getting a lot of pentacles. And the Chariot. So it might have something to do, again, like I feel like there's a move going on or something, energy, but the Seven of Pentacles is also that patience. The Seven of Pentacles is things take time sometimes. Like you're growing something, and if it's like an equal give and take, keep in mind like that. If it's a new partnership or a new relationship, it might take time for it to sprout the way it needs to, because sometimes it takes time for people to meld. You could get along really well, but melding just you might work differently or do things a little slightly different. But the chariot here is telling me like you're ready to get going with this situation, which I do feel like that's what this Knight of Wands is. That is the most important thing for you to know for the week. That's really fast energy. So you will be headed that way. And I think that's what I feel like the spirit saying, hey, don't worry, things will move forward because you're going to have to be patient. This week is going to call for patience, especially in the middle of the week. And I think that this is just a reminder that things will, once they start happening, they'll really start happening. Yeah, Knight of Clarity with the Death card. Yep, things are going to change and it's going to get chaotic. So enjoy the slowness instead of feeling like you need to be patient. Just be patient, enjoy it because things are going to take off like crazy. This is the change. This is kind of the chaotic energy. You got the Knight of Wands. That's chaotic energy. So yeah, I feel like that's what's happening there. So let's pull a piece of advice. What's our advice for the week for Cancer, week of May 3rd? What is the advice? Mhm. Oh, Knight of Cups. I feel like, I mean, the Knight of Cups is gifts, it's offers, and it's not, I mean, since it's advice, it's asking you to make an offer. So there may be some kind of offer, excuse me, that you need to make, or you may need to converse with someone or tell someone something. You may need to give them a thumbs up or a pat on the back or, or a bouquet of roses. I don't know, but this is saying that you should probably give here. Um, it's not saying to overgive. It's not asking you to, um, to do something you're not comfortable with. Don't do that. But I think it's more like give, communicate. You don't have to give a gift. That gift could be communication. So I think that's going to be important this week coming up. So there you have your reading, Cancer. Please hit that thumbs up button. Leave me a comment. If there's anything else you want, other questions you have, I will be more than happy to do a reading for you. veronicasdreams.net are my personal readings. They're all 50% off. Or if anything, you want to further this reading, that would be the way to go. And take care, and thumbs up and a comment, please. Take care. Have a beautiful day.